The fact that I know on a good day, if my attack is not doing the job, I can be 1-0 up and not be worried that I'm going to throw that lead away.
How's it going, guys? It's another match day, and Arsenal gave a very convincing performance, beating West Ham at home 2 goals still. It was quite a routine performance, controlled the game from beginning to the end. But there are a few talking points, and myself and Eddie are here to just go over them. Eddie, first, tell me, what were your general thoughts on the performance and the game?
It was a revenge mission, kind of, because in the last 2 meetings at the Emirates, West Ham have come to collect all 3 points. And from the team sheet, the starting lineup, you could see the manager was ready to throw everything at it. Fortunately, Ødegaard, had a knock and
the injury,
which
we hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, I don't think so. It was an impact. So that substitution to me ended up being, a blessing in disguise, because Zubimendi basically had a hand in both goals. And it was a good performance overall. The boys knew the mission, top of the league, that is going into the international. That is important as well.
Standout performances for you?
Zubimendi first, and then Raya had nothing to do. I'll say Rice as well. It was Rice and Zubimendi, like they kind of put themselves in the game, made things tick. And Rice would always give you 110% running, stop running and covering a lot of ground, putting in good balls, making good passes, spreading. And especially when he was moved to the left 8 after the substitution, you could see he had like more pressing power to our front. And
absolutely.
Those I would say are my standout performance. And I think we also need to have a conversation about Gyökeres, not in a bad way, but because during the game I was following some commentaries and some comments by some fans, and in as much as we were winning, a lot of them were worried about him.
I mean, today, yes, he was quite underwhelming. This was a brilliant opportunity, for him to get in on the score sheets, playing a West Ham side that are still finding their feet. But I don't know, it just wasn't clicking, just wasn't clicking. I remember and do you know what? I think it's very fine margins, right? It's literally these slim margins. The squared ball from Declan, it was literally just a second late, and these are the margins. If he had scored that, we wouldn't be having this conversation, even if the rest of the game he was pretty much anonymous. But the goals mean a lot for a striker, and my concerns are limited. As long as we're picking up points, we're picking up 3 points, he will get his goals. I was a bit surprised seeing Saka step up for the pen. So Saka is back on penalty duties. That makes him a bit more attractive in FPL. I have to figure out what to do. I was sad about it because I have Gyökeres and I don't have Saka, but it was interesting to see Saka stepping up for the pen. That would have been, a nice confidence boost for Gyökeres. But I think Saka also needs to be in on the goals. Yeah, he needed that as well. So that again, it's a team. Everyone wants to make sure that, they're pulling up the next person. We're moving together as a unit and not like, we have that one superstar, up front or in the midfield. No, it's a very cohesive unit that Arteta has managed to build, and Arteta doesn't have to micromanage these situations. All the players literally have that mentality that it's all for one for all, right? And I have no problems. I know for sure that Gyökeres' goals will still come. It's just a matter of time. Today, he didn't get on the score sheets. He was a split second late for one chance. A few that were hit behind him. It's fine margins. Any of those three or so chances that he got could easily have been converted, and his performance wouldn't even be spoken about.
For me, it's not a worry for me. It's more like addressing a a lot of concerns that people tend to raise. And what I would advise listeners as well, if they are in that camp that have those concerns, is first of all, as a player, he's probably played in a system for the last 3 years where it's built around him. How they play, how they come out, and how they break is built around him. And now he's gone into a team that would always have the ball. He's gone into a team where like more than half of the teams in the Premier League will play the way against us, the way West Ham played today, having 10, 11 men behind the ball. So you're not going to have a lot of space to run in behind.
You're running behind, yeah.
I can also see that in the last 3 games, when there is space to run in behind, he is put through, right? So this is what
yes, they're actually looking for those runs.
Yeah. So this is what I think. This is me looking as if he was my striker, this would be my advice to him. And that would be to kind of mix up his game. Not change from what he does, mix up in his game in the sense that I can see a lot of 50-50s in terms of him putting his body on defenders that referees don't call anymore. Like there were occasions he was basically held back. Referee didn't call it a foul. You understand? And every defender he's going to come against would be expecting that he wants to put his body on them or try to get into a physical battle, right? In situations like that, I would advise mix it up. Sometimes take a little step back. Don't even have the body contact, right? Take a step back, and then when you have the opportunity, just release the ball. And then also my final advice, if he was my striker, would be, because we always play against deep blocks, sometimes I see him being ahead of play a bit too much. I'm not saying don't drop your positions, but when in the box, sometimes just one second delay, delay that run, you understand, so that eventually when the ball comes, it's not behind you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I'm saying, mix it up. It shouldn't be always being the first on the ball. Sometimes be the one coming in late. You can see the way Rice scored today, right?
Yeah.
Those are jobs for the midfielder, but sometimes just mix it up. So that way it's difficult for defenders to pick you off. And a very good example of why I say sometimes it's not good to just get into battles every time. There was a chance, not a chance, but there was a time he had the ball where he was trying to run across to shoot. And then Bowen basically won the ball off him. That happened because I believe he had thought that he could body Bowen off the ball.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Bowen being smaller
was able to just nip the ball cleanly.
So in that kind of situation, you mustn't take every ball as a battle. A simple layup for 1-2 would free you off Bowen, and that chance continues. So again, these things are not worry, right? They are just observations, and I know that with time, this guy, again, I say it's still early days. It's not like he hasn't scored. He has scored 3 goals for the team, right? It's just 3 months with the team now. Let's see by December. I know he will get goals, especially in Europe where teams don't play, team press us more, and then they leave a lot of space in behind. As far as the team is doing well, it's the team first before any player's performance.
Yeah.
If you get your be happy, and then you can talk about how well your players played, but don't be bothered that a certain player didn't play well even when you are winning.
Yeah.
Do that after you've confirmed your points. Again, if a player is having a dry patch, you have 1,001 people on the bench who could change the game like we saw today, and we've seen in the past 2-3 weeks. So it was a good sight. And guess what? Again, another clean sheet. I told you it was a 2-0 victory.
You said 3, but it's okay.
I predict.
You said 3.
Was it 3? I said okay.
Yeah, you said 3.
In my prediction league, I put 2-0 there, and I missed the first goal scorer. Saka was my pick for first goal scorer. And you see, today we only gave out 4 shots. Although West Ham didn't come to play, in my opinion, we only gave out 4 shots, none on target. And this solidity is what gives me the confidence that we're going to win. Not even the fact that we're scoring goals. The fact that on a good day, if my attack is not doing the job, I can be you up and not be worried that I'm going to throw that lead away. And it's on rare occasions that we're going to, especially when we go ahead first in games, it's going to be difficult for any team in Europe right now to think of getting the result when Arsenal goes 1-0 up. And it's good to see. It's annoying to me that we're going to the international break now that we're picking up momentum. It was something that I'm like, now when your team gets into a groove, you don't want to, do start and stop. Yeah, but
it's actually crazy. You touched on our defensive solidity. We actually limited West Ham to 0.49 XG. While we had 2.72, we had 21 shots. West Ham actually had 4 on target, none for them. We had 5. We created 4 big chances. They had 2, which is surprising that they actually had 2 big chances, but still wasn't anything concerning for our backline. And all season, literally all season, we've played about 6 games and overall conceded just 3 goals.
Yep.
Which is basically like half a goal per match. That is actually insane. Cumulatively, XG against us is 3.89. Like, that is crazy.
Which is and looking at, you see how dangerous, why I said it's very important the way we play, we always go 1-0 up. You mentioned those goals that we have conceded, 2 of those goals actually dropped us 5 points.
Yeah.
Losing to Liverpool and drawing to City. Yeah, that is something. But again, in the last game against Newcastle, we showed a little bit of spirit that even if we go down and there is still time on the clock, we can get something.
We can always come back. Right. So yeah, convincing win, routine victory. Top of the league. We are top of the league. Our next couple of games look like games we ideally should be picking up maximum points from our next 4 games.
The next 4 fixtures that contains Fulham, Crystal Palace, and I think one of the... But basically...
They've been difficult in the past, yes.
So this is the time...
But this is the time to make things right.
Yes, very important. We started well with West Ham and Newcastle, so we have
Fulham next
on that, and then Palace. Yeah. Palace is going to be a difficult one, but I believe we should have enough in the Arsenal
to the way they took on Liverpool. They were rampant.
You would not. That is the thing. We're not going to give them that space to run.
Yeah, and they're coming to the Emirates, so we would give them an unwelcome hosting.
Yeah. Eze will probably score and not celebrate like Rice.
Yeah. Speaking of Eze today, it was, a bit quiet post the shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think the chance he had early in the game where he skied it might have affected his confidence a bit. After that, he kind of struggled to find his footing and create like we know him to be able to. A lot of the dynamism in the midfield was pretty much left to Rice and Zubimendi, right? But yeah, it was quite interesting to see.
We didn't even notice that because the
rest of the team carried. Yes, exactly.
They did their job. Yeah. So
there's no pressure on any one player. Like Saka, that was like star boy, the one guy last season. It's just like, another cog in the wheel.
I don't even, when I'm watching our games, I don't even look to him to create.
His performance, to create,
And he as well, I think the way he plays now, he knows that's the case. So he's just playing without any pressure.
With freedom, yes.
Because that again would help him not getting into many tackles, like getting fouled a lot. And when you accumulate these kicks, because the way he plays is he's kicked a lot, and when you accumulate when we would need all
in the season,
and the running, it comes to bite them. So everybody should just do, and we wish them all the best in the internationals. Hopefully everybody comes back.
We need everyone returning fit.
Ødegaard should just take the 2 weeks rest. I think he needs it.
Yep.
But again, as a captain, he would want to go. That's one of my problems with these things.
Yeah, he always wants to show up for his nation.
Hey guys, it was nice touching on the game. Hopefully we all have a beautiful international break, and we see if we have something to talk about during the break.
Yep. Per usual, like, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next one.
Next one.